See some of the stars. We heard the great stories about Zaza, what a professional he was. But Klay Thompson, he's a fan favorite and people are loving it.
They do, and he loves social media too. I'm like surprised he doesn't have his phone out right now, like recording this whole thing. But he does have the loudspeaker. I'm pretty sure no one can hear him, however.
Yes, I'm fairly certain you are correct, but that doesn't matter. He's going to give it his best. Everyone's having fun. Klay gets it started. Michael Thompson in the back of that, he's having some fun as well. You know, the marching band always kicks it off. It gets you in the mood for a parade. And so when that Cal band came flying up, you knew something special was going to happen, and it only continues.
As you can see from up top, Klay, Zaza really kicking this thing off. And Poppy, you mentioned too how deep the fans are. Broadway is packed. I don't know, 20, 30, 40 people deep right now.
You're absolutely right. I mean, it is full sidewalk all the way to the walls of the building, but people are working with one another and making sure everyone gets a good view, and we're getting a really great feel for what can happen at one of these great parades in Oakland.
And I know some pretty sweet rides, I should say, are going to be rolling through with some of the Warriors ownership group. Of course, the coaches are all going to be on one bus. That is headed this way as well. And Steph Curry, I can't wait to see what he does with the fans. They were talking about it in studio. He is a man of the people. He may be the most popular guy in Oakland right now and one of the most popular athletes of all time. And he knows how to reach out and touch somebody. And I expect him to do the same today.
My goal is for him to reach out and touch us, Kelly. Maybe he'll high-five us.
Say hi to us.
I know.
Take a selfie.
We'll do a selfie with Steph. It doesn't matter who comes by. I'm going to do what I can to start slapping high fives, whether it's a Warrior player or a Warrior fan. Just get into the vibe.
You're just getting your fandom, like you're going to go full fan on us. Look at this scene.
You know, this is one of my favorite parts of the parade. When you look at the route, and it's interspersed between players and coaches and support staff, but then there are fans, and there are people who mean something to the organization. And nothing says parade in Oakland like seeing the fans walk up and down the middle of Broadway, because it really is part of the experience for the entire Warrior Brigade. Warrior Nation, as Mr. Fab said earlier, he said it's not just Oakland, it's a regional thing, and it's great to see everyone coming together.
It's Bay Area, it is Dub Nation, and they were out in full force so early this morning. Like we said, some guy got here at 4 a.m., you're talking 5 a.m., 6 a.m. That's real dedication when you're talking about fans. You really love somebody when you're getting up, getting on bar, coming from whatever part of the Bay Area you live in to be a part of this celebration. And we are kind of spoiled. 3 and 4 years, and they're talking about 4, 5, 6. They want to keep this thing going straight into San Francisco when they move to the Chase Center.
You know, that's interesting, Kelly, because when you think of championships in the Bay Area, it is all about multiples. You look back in the 70s when you had the Athletics winning 3 in a row, those great 49ers teams that ended up winning 5 overall, and then you've got the 3 with the Giants, and now 3 here with the Warriors. So when you win them in chunks, Kelly.
And now we're looking for a three-peat. We got back-to-back. The next thing is a three-peat. As we know, the Warriors tied the Chicago Bulls for the third most NBA titles in NBA history with 6. And the Bulls had 2 three-peats.
Yes.
So maybe that's the goal. Get a three-peat. Or no, actually, let's do a 4-peat. Let's just keep it going.
I'm talking minimum 6-peat here is what I'm talking. Hey, this is one of the great moments as well. One of the great all-time Warriors is Al Attles, the head coach of the team that won it.
Oh, look at that ride,
back in the 70s. And here he is in a gorgeous car, the Impala. But this is a guy who gains respect all throughout the NBA and beyond. And it's great to see Alvin Attles right here in the heart of the parade and fans loving him.
So many former players, former faces, Hall of Famers, you know, that this organization has been tied to, that still come out as ambassadors of the game, as ambassadors of the Golden State Warriors.
Yep.
It's such a rich history, and it's becoming richer, obviously, with this Warriors team becoming one of the best in NBA history. We know they've already set the single season record. Now they got back-to-back championships, 3 and 4, as they get used to this whole championship thing. The rings, I can't wait to see Draymond with 3 rings. And there's Lorenzo Neal. Even he's
to see the radio flagship station hanging out, having a good time. 95.7 The Game, doing a great job. But we've got more and more Warrior personnel. Now you've got the dance team walking through downtown Broadway. So everyone is going to be recognized here. And I think that's just part of the festive atmosphere. Fans are entertained. That's another part of going to a Warrior game. Entertainment from the time you walk into Rorical till the time you leave. And, of course, the lovely Warrior dancers are all part of that.
I want to get on one of these party trolleys right here where they're having to do some of the work, though. They're pedaling.
You got to work too hard.
You got to work. Okay, our next player bus is coming through. Sean Livingston, David West, the two wise men.
Yes, that's a good call.
Yeah,
that's a good
Andre
call.
Iguodala needs to be there to be the three wise men.
Yes, exactly.
But we'll go with Livingston and D. West, who, of course, have been a big role off the bench for this team and giving them that leadership, that veteran know-how. They know how to settle them down. Probably two of the smartest guys in the game as well.
Do you also think maybe they were tweaking people a little bit because both separately said, well, there was stuff going on behind the scenes. Steve Kerr diffused all that stuff. But I could see a couple of veterans like that doing a really good job of just giving people little nuggets to let them chew on it for a little bit. That's the kind of vets they are.
They got to keep things interesting. As we know, this year's championship team, there's a little bit more adversity, a little bit more drama, maybe added to a little more satisfaction in winning it all because they definitely had some enemies. As we actually throw it back to Greg Papa and the guys in studio right now here on the championship parade.
Well, Kelly, Klay Thompson jumped out of his double-decker bus, but remember, he's playing with a bad ankle here. We did see him saintly medicating a little bit.
Left-handed.
He's been medicating as well. And there's Sean Livingston and David West. Of course, Sean re-signed last year, Monty, a 3-year deal for $24 million. What about David West? He didn't play much this postseason. Could this be it? Could he retire after this run, a two-time NBA champion?
Yeah, I asked him about that after Game 4, and he said it's a summertime decision. He said it's one of those things I'm thinking about. He thought about it last year, and he said, but in the end, he still wanted to play. And he said, but last year, he decided if he was going to play anywhere, it's going to be here. He's already at that stage now to where he won't play anyplace else.
Monty, he played better this year than he did last
Certainly
year.
Certainly, the first half of the year, he was really good.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
Until he had that right arm cyst.
Yes.
And he was out of rhythm for maybe a couple of weeks. He did play well at the end of the year. But the reality is, Saint, with the way you switch now, he's just not the modern day. And he can play 4 as well as 5. But all they do in the playoffs now is matchups.
Yeah.
And if you can't guard a guard, even if you're a big, it's hard for you to play. So I don't know if it's worth it to him to put all the work he does to come back and then not play.
That's the thing.
You know what, though, guys? It's pretty hard to walk away from this.
Yeah,
you know, when you're on another team and the end comes, you say, well, you know, it was a great run and I'm grateful. But you look at this and it's going to continue. And look at the interaction of players and fans. I could see him coming back. Your point, Pop, is right on about style of play. It's changed 180, the NBA style of play, and you have to have mobility to get out there and guard pick and roll or guard isolations. But I love his presence in the locker room. Who he is.